I just watched Michelle Obama's most recent speech, and I just want to say Michelle Obama is my favorite person in America right now. She is just so eloquent and classy, and her perspective is great. Something that hit me in her speech was when she was talking about parties, and that in November when we're voting, we're not voting Democrat or Republican, right or left. We're voting for a person. We're voting for an America that we want to see, an America that we want our children to live in. And I think that is so important for everyone to take in right now. When I voted in the primaries, I voted for Bernie Sanders because I saw in him something I see in myself. I saw passion, a drive to be the best person that he can be. I want to be the best person that I can be and make a difference in the world. And I think that that is something that every single person in the world, but right now we're talking about the parameters of America, but if you're not in America, it certainly applies to you. Everybody just wants to make a difference in the world. And I think that deep down, every single person, that's what drives them. I think every single person wants to be remembered and do something good for the world. And I think that sometimes bad people do things the wrong way that are still trying to make their difference in the world. I'm about to go into my senior year of college, and I keep changing my mind about what I want to do with my degree, what I want to do with my entire life, which is a lot of pressure and is totally that like quarter life crisis thing, because I just want to make an impact. I just want to help people, and I just want to do something that's not just making myself live a great 80, 90 years and then die. That just sounds like the worst thing I can imagine, is to have not done anything important, to have just kept myself afloat for those years and have not made a difference in the world. That's like, why did I even do it, you know? I'm getting a business degree with a focus in marketing, and I thought that I just wanted to do advertising, and then I realized that that's just so empty. I could do advertising for a nonprofit that would help them, and that would make a big impact on the world potentially. But then I just realized that that's just not what I want to do. I'm someone who wants to be hands-on and feel like I'm doing something important, and I just don't know how to do that yet. The state of our country is really scary to everyone, but I think especially millennials right now, because it's our entire life, and this picture that we've imagined of what our lives are going to be like is going to be severely impacted by what happens in November. Our lives are being impacted right now by every tragedy that comes onto my Facebook trending screen. And as a millennial, I'm really scared, because what if the rest of my life is an extension of this awful portion of 2016 where people are being killed, where lives are being taken for no reason. I want my kids to grow up in a world that believes that all men are created equal, a statement in our Declaration of Independence, written so long ago and still not being applied. At the time, it did mean men only, and really only white men are created equal. And I want to live in a world where men and women are created equal, where people of any race are created equal, and where that is being lived in every day as a truth. And again, as a millennial, I am so scared, because this little slice of history could totally change the trajectory of that. Everybody is scared right now, but you can't let that stop you from making your impact on the world. I think every single person has their own gift to give to the world, and I hope that I get mine right. I hope that I do the best that I could possibly do, and I really, really sincerely hope that you do too. Because a world where everyone is fulfilling their purpose is a perfect world, is a world that supports people, is a world that loves and is kind and is patient, and that's the world I want to live in. This video has kind of had a jumbled message, I think, but the main message that I want you to leave with is that you following your passion and you making your impact on the world is so important. If your purpose is to own a hair salon, if your purpose is to run for office, both of those things are so important for you to be doing. Because if 7 billion tiny people are working to make their impact on the world, that's gonna be one hell of an impact. And one last thing from Michelle Obama's speech. She said that their motto is, when they go low, we go high. When someone tries to drain your passion out of you, when someone else does something absolutely terrible to you, because it's gonna happen to everybody. It's happened to me before, and I can promise you it'll happen to me again. And when people do that to you, you have the obligation to the world to go high. If they're not going to fulfill their purpose, then you can fulfill yours twice as much. Overshadow the darkness and the rudeness and the sadness with your joy, with your love for others. Love those people that hate you. It's been said in 1,000 different ways, but I think it's just so powerful to love your enemies. Donald Trump, I love you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.